What's up, Razmanites? You got the Razman here for Geeky.com and YouTube. Yes, rocking them brand new Superman shirt that I got for Easter. I got a new Superman, a new Batman, and my first ever Captain America shirts. So, that was pretty cool. Anyway, as you can see by the title, it's time for Dollhouse, but I just wanted to do a couple of quick things here before we got started because they're really important and relevant for this week. First of all, and relevant for the series as a whole. First of all, if you missed the announcement on Facebook and Twitter, the Razman's Reality Radio Show is tomorrow night this week. It's Thursday night, regular time slot, 7 p.m. Reason being is because Audio Graded has a special event which will preempt my normal time slot. So again, tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Audio Graded this week. Second of all, speaking of the radio show, that is where your Reds coverages are going to be, at least for the time being, because I want to air this Dollhouse series as close to uninterrupted as possible. So, that is where your Reds coverage is going to be until we're done with the series. The only interruptions video-wise for this series are going to be either wrestling pay-per-view reviews or if I go see any films in the cinema, i.e. The Avengers, which is coming out soon on the 4th of May. And lastly, I just wanted to remind everybody that all of these show episodes, not the comic reviews, but the show episodes, were filmed way a long time ago, right after Christmas, when I got the set. So it was before I got my new TV. So don't think you're in a panic because you're not seeing right, or don't think there's something wrong already with this brand new television set. These were just pre-filmed before I got this new TV. And yes, that's one of the first things we're going to do when the series is done. Review-wise, is we're going to figure out a way to review the new TV on video. And lastly, I just want to say sorry for the lack of videos. It's because I'm battling a very sore tooth right now that I need to get pulled. Alright, with that, on to Dollhouse. What's up, Razmanites? That's right, the time has come to officially start Dollhouse Season 2. As we take a look at Episode 1, Vows. Today, on the Razman's Reality. This episode, as I said, is called Vows, and it's all about Echo on a mission with Paul, with Ballard. Ballard is actually the client in this first episode, as weird as that sounds, but Ballard has trained, or imprinted, I guess, for more of an accurate term, because it's Dollhouse. He's had Topher imprint Echo with the personality of an undercover agent. And her mission, her job with Paul is to bring down this really, really bad guy. I apologize, I can't remember his character name, but the reason it's called Vows is because Echo has taken this mission so far and worked so hard to get on this guy's inner circle that she actually married him. And throughout the course of the episode, she gets discovered by her husband, quote unquote, and her husband knows who Ballard is. So when he sees pictures of her and Ballard together, he flips out, abuses her by slamming her head into a table, which was a family heirloom. So when he slams her head into the table, she over time gets concussed and loses her memory. And actually, I said over time it gets worse. But you see immediate effects by the fact that she calls herself Eleanor Penn, which longtime fans will know was her first doll personality that we ever saw in the network pilot Ghost. So Ballard has to try and save her life, and he does so by slapping her around and kicking her around and saying things to her like, we're gonna die because you couldn't get your job done. And what he does is actually activate past personalities and past imprints on her, mainly the imprint that allows her to be such a strong fighter from episode 6 of season 1, Man on the Street, where she kicks Ballard's rear end. So in the end, they get their man, and Adele convinces Ballard to become the handler of Echo. So that is the progression of the relationship of Ballard and Echo at the end of season 1. But it actually isn't Adele per se. Adele wants it, and Adele makes a compelling argument, but the person that actually convinces Echo to be, Ballard to be Echo's handler is Echo herself, because Ballard sits down with Echo apologizing for what happened on the mission, telling her that he's trying to figure out what the right thing is, and he doesn't know, and he's like, I know you probably don't remember any of this, and Echo's actually like, I remember everything. And she tells Ballard how none of the imprints leave her. They wipe it away, but they're all still there in her personality. And she asks Ballard if Ballard knows who's real. Again, tying back to the name of the series, and my series that is, and one of the most iconic lines from the show, The Dollhouse is real. She asks Ballard if he knows who's real. Ballard says Caroline. Echo says, I want to find her. I want to find them all. They can all be freed. They're not lost. So Ballard turns to Echo and says to Echo, I am with you. No matter what, I am with you. So that establishes that they have a mission to save everyone in the dollhouse, and Ballard's mission isn't over, even if he's been kicked out by the FBI. And the other subplot that we see in Vows is that Dr. Saunders, aka Whiskey, now that she remembers or knows who she is as Whiskey, is going a little nuts, and she's messing with Topher's mind, and she has a confrontation with Topher. Sorry, the case kind of slipped there, but she has a confrontation with Topher and says to Topher, how do I live with myself knowing who I am? And Topher basically says, because you're better than everybody else. I had to make you a person. You're better than everybody else. And also in this episode, Boyd Langton, tries to convince Whiskey to go outside the dollhouse and have dinner with him. So a relationship between those two start to surface, and Whiskey actually does leave the dollhouse. at the end of the episode. And earlier on, when Whiskey is doing the physical checkup of Echo, Echo has flashbacks and memories of her and Whiskey working on a mission together. So there's a lot of evolution of the Whiskey character in this episode as well that continues throughout the season, which is great, because Amy Acker, I've always said it, is a phenomenally underrated actress. So yeah, fantastic episode, fantastic direction. Every character progresses so much, and this is only season 1 of episode 2, so we all know we're in for an amazing ride. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.